Hey guys, Prep for Life back for another quick video. This one's just going to be a little update video on my Maxpedition Falcon II bag. I have been EDCing this bag every day for a couple of months now, I guess, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm totally digging it. It's a pretty awesome bag. Seems like, and I'm sure anybody who carries an EDC bag can attest to this, but you start to collect so much stuff that you then feel like you almost need a bigger bag, and then you have to sit back and go, do I really need a bigger bag, or do I really need to just figure out why I have so much crap in the bag that I've got? And I don't know really if anybody else has that problem, but I know I do for sure. I'll start collecting things, tossing stuff in the bag, and I won't open the bag. I won't open certain pockets and look and see what's in it. I just toss stuff in and leave it there. Excuse me, sorry. So I'll end up collecting 3, 4, 5, 6 flashlights in it, a couple of knives, just stuff that I don't really need multiples of. So especially I've been trying to EDC this bag on my bike. And when I say bike, I mean bicycle. I try to ride my bike every once in a while. And I have to take a lot of stuff out because realistically, when I'm riding around my city, the more weight, you definitely feel it after a while. Because, you can't take off your bag once you get to your destination and leave it with your bike. You got to carry it around the store with you, too. And that's just a lot to carry. 20, 30 pounds worth of stuff after a while is just kind of excessive. So I try to take a lot of this stuff out. Like for instance, if I'm not riding my bike, I usually have my Gerber LMF2 mounted on the side. Because I don't live in the country, but I live very close to the country. And so having a knife like this is very handy, and I try to keep one, at least a knife, this knife or a similar knife that has a similar size with me at all times. And that thing alone is like 2 pounds, so it causes you to be weighed down quite a bit. On the other side, I still keep the Gerber seatbelt cutter that came with my Gerber LMF2, and this is so light that I really leave it on no matter what, and I just keep it here. Realistically, because even if I am on a bicycle, I could still just as easily roll up to an accident and need something to cut if I'm wearing basketball shorts and I don't have a knife on me and I need to cut a seatbelt that's open. It's handy to have. And actually, funny, so most of y'all don't know, but I also I work in EMS at our local hospital, and I've got a lot of friends that work on the ambulances for our local private ambulance company. And so every once in a while I'll go hang out with them on a ride. And we actually, the last time I went, we had to go to a car wreck, and we couldn't get the seatbelt off, and so just so happens that not one of us had our knife in our pocket, which doesn't ever happen to me typically, but for some reason I had taken it off in the back of the ambulance to do something. I'd set it on the counter in the back and left it. And I couldn't remember exactly where I left it right that second, so I went and grabbed this off my bag and sliced right through it. Not any issue. It was like butter. So I'm going to have to say that Gerber's little seatbelt cutter here is pretty freaking awesome. I've cut 550 cord, I've cut seatbelts, I've cut normal nylon. It all just super easy. It's nothing for it, and that's something that I really like to have. And it's a good security thing, knowing that in an emergency it'll cut. There's lots of seatbelt cutters that are super cheap out there that people buy thinking that'll work, and they don't. You have to tug and pull, and sometimes you just don't have that much time. You need to get it cut and get it off fast, and so it's handy to have something like that on there. One other ad that I put on the bag is this new little sheepdog patch. I thought was pretty cool. I picked up at the gun show also. I kind of consider myself a little bit of a sheepdog. I try to make sure that my family and friends are protected at all times by, you know, keeping myself armed and prepared for any situation. And that doesn't necessarily mean from evil or a bad guy, but, you know, what if one of them gets hurt and, you know, I've got 3 or 4 first aid kits with me. If we're in my car, we have at least 3 first aid kits in my car with me at all times. So, you know, I just feel like being a sheepdog, you know, you kind of take the burden of making sure that everybody else has what they need, because you know that they're not going to be prepared. And that's why, you know, that's why you're here. If you're watching this video, chances are that's what you are also. I have my climbing carabiner that's climbing rated. Got my POS, my O positive belt clip that I don't think I've actually ever used. I use it to clip my keys to every once in a while, but that's about it. And that's just more for fun. I picked that up at a local Army Navy store. But other than that, the rest of the bag is pretty much the same. I switched the internals out based on what I'm doing that day. If I'm riding my bike, I take a bunch of crap out and I stick in spare tires and tools and compressed CO2 for my tires and stuff. That's about it. I've really enjoyed the bag. It's held up well. I had it on my back one day and it was pouring rain, and I was outside for probably a good 10 minutes with it on my back, and the thing handled wonderfully. It did a great job at keeping the water out. I was nervous because it looked like it was starting to soak in, but then when I opened it up, no water had actually penetrated, and that's what I'm really looking for. So I was very pleased about that. So if anybody out there is looking for a good EDC bag, you know, it's a great size. It's not overly big. It's not too small. Has a lot of cool features. Great organization, and I've been really enjoying it. And if you have any questions about it, I'll try to answer them for you as quick as possible. And if you think of anything at all, don't hesitate to shoot me a comment or a PM, and I'll see what I can do for you to get some answers back. Thanks for watching, guys.